The iPhone XR packs a ton of tech into a budget-friendly body. We're going to break down our top 9 features. Welcome everyone, it is Andrew here from AppleInsider, and we've had a few days to play around with our blue iPhone XR. This is Apple's most budget-friendly handset, and while it doesn't include everything that we see in the iPhone XS and XS Max, it is still highly worth your consideration. First up on our list is the beautiful liquid Retina display. The liquid Retina LCD may not be the OLED display that we see on the XS and XS Max, but it's still a beautiful display. Colors pop as it supports the P3 wide color gamut, and Apple claims it is the most color accurate LCD on the market. It is also impressively large for Apple's entry-level iPhone, a whole 6.1 inches in size, which is larger than the iPhone XS and the largest LCD Apple has ever included on an iPhone. It comes in a tad shy of the 6.5-inch OLED on the XS Max, but it's still a great size screen. Here you can see the iPhone XR on the left and our iPhone XS Max on the right. There's just a slight difference in the actual screen size between the width and the heights of the phones. The iPhone XS and the iPhone X is even slightly smaller. There's a bunch of other great tech in here too, including those curved corners, True Tone to adjust based on the ambient lighting in the environment, and the first Apple LCD to include Tap to Wake. Next up, we've got single lens portrait mode. Portrait mode is an amazing feature, and it is extremely popular on the iPhone X, XS, and XS Max, but it does require that dual lens setup to work. Well, at least it did. On the iPhone XR, only one lens is included, but it still works with portrait mode. It doesn't work on objects or animals or anything like that, but it does work on photos of people. And that's either using the back single lens, or you can even use the front-facing true depth camera system for selfie photos. Once you take one of these portrait mode shots using either camera, you can adjust the depth control, so you can make the background, the bokeh, more or less blurred, and you can even choose from different lighting options. It is a downside that you can't take pictures of objects or animals like you can with the iPhone XS and XS Max, but luckily third-party developers are there to fill that void with great apps such as Halide. This one out there is just for people who are a little bit OCD about things, and that's the symmetrical ports on the bottom of the phone. On the iPhone XS, XS Max, they're not symmetrical. And here you can see we have 6 circles on either side of that lightning port. On one side, they're a microphone, and the other side, they're a speaker, but at least they line up and makes your phone symmetrical. Whereas if we take a look at our iPhone XS Max, you can see we actually have 7 on one side and 4 on the other. That's to accommodate the extra band here on the iPhone XS Max. One of the most obvious exclusive features of the iPhone XR is those beautiful, colorful finishes. In a similar vein to the iPhone 5C, Apple included a bunch of fun colors for the iPhone XR. There are 6 in total: blue, black, white, yellow, coral, and product red. Aside from the anodized metal frame, Apple uses a 7-layer in-depth process to color that glass back. We also have the lightweight aluminum frame, which differs from the stainless steel frame that we see on the iPhone XS and XS Max. For the XR, Apple opted for an aircraft-grade custom aluminum alloy that has a matte finish rather than the glossy finish of the stainless steel. It keeps the phone exceptionally lightweight and durable, while still able to show off those vivid, colorful finishes. To go with all those colorful finishes of the aluminum frame, the glass back, there are several exclusive wallpapers. In fact, there are 12 exclusive wallpapers found on the iPhone XR. Apple even preloads each iPhone with a different background based on the color of the body. Of course, you can always go in there and change it to any one you like, and all the different color options are available on each version of the handset. Even though we have the blue iPhone XR, you can see we have all the different color options for the other 5 in the lineup. And there are 2 primary different versions, the first one you saw and this one. They're very similar, but 2 distinct styles. So again, total of 12 exclusive wallpapers that look really great. I'm sure you can still find them online if you want to pick them up for a different iPhone, but they do come preloaded exclusively on the iPhone XR. Number 7 on the list is Haptic Touch. Haptic Touch is more or less a replacement for 3D Touch. On the LCD, Apple had to make some compromises, so you don't have full 3D touch. You can't 3D touch onto your home screen icons to access different controls and widgets, but there is still a somewhat version called Haptic Touch. It gives you a little bit of a vibration and feedback as you go into those contextual menus, things like Control Center and from the lock screen. Really all it is a long press combined with that haptic feedback. But Apple says they'll be expanding this functionality in the future, so right now while it's limited to only a few different places, hopefully through iOS updates, we'll see this come to more areas, possibly into previewing links or accessing those menus and widgets from your home screen icons. Of all the iPhones Apple sells, the iPhone XR boasts the most impressive battery performance. Apple says it can achieve up to 25 hours of wireless talk time, 15 hours of internet browsing, and 16 hours of video playback. These stats put the iPhone XR above both the iPhone XS and XS Max in terms of battery longevity. Our last top feature of the iPhone XR is price. This is our category for pointing out how many iPhone XS features made it into the XR for significantly less money. It still has that 12 megapixel camera, the true depth camera system with Face ID, Memoji and Animoji support, wireless charging, the A12 Bionic with neural engine, water resistance, though slightly less, True Tone, P3 wide color gamut on the display, Haptic Touch instead of 3D Touch, dual SIM support, excellent battery life, Bluetooth 5, and all the latest improvements in LTE. That makes the iPhone XR an absolute bargain of an iPhone. There are trade-offs certainly, but if you don't care about 3D Touch, the OLED display, the dual camera system, and the stainless steel body, the iPhone XR is absolutely a worthy iPhone. Let us know what you think down below in the comments.
If you enjoyed this video, like it and hit that subscribe button. Also, check out our price guide, which makes it extremely easy to find the best deals on Apple products updated daily. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next video.